Hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Let me know if you can see and hear me. We're starting late because the healing went late. So I see that somebody's a little confused about that. Yeah, the healing started late and went late. And then so the Q&A is starting late. But I'm going to start. Okay, one question per person. I'm seeing some repeats. Um, Oh, good. We can see and hear you. Very helpful. Thank you. Okay. So, just for everybody to orient you, my name is Janet Wright. I am an energy healer and energy reader, and I don't read the future though. But I am an energy healer and reader and teacher. This is Smokey. Smokey's butt, just activated right now. Kidding. But this is a Q&A. You can ask any relevant question about your energy or your energy healing practice or whatever, becoming a pro reader healer someday or whatever you want. Energy boundaries, issues. If I don't know who you are from your YouTube name, because I read with first name, last name, that's really easy for me to read somebody. So if I don't know you from like your mysterious YouTube name, just put your first name and your last initial in the comment, in your question. Okay? And one question only per person, and please do not directly address others in the live stream. Like, you can in a general sense of like, hi everybody, but like, don't start answering a specific person's questions because that can really get kind of creepy and weird because they don't know you. Okay. Someone says, thank you, Janet. This is blah, blah, blah. Can you tell me important message my angels have for me today? Also, if you have time, could you give any suggestions on stopping nightmares? So one question per person, but anyway, stopping nightmares from an awake energy healing standpoint. I've been feeling drained and having pretty bad nightmares for a couple months since moving. Okay, so there are different kinds of dreams. Okay, I would say maybe three kinds of dreams. One are message dreams from angels, which are going to be really comforting and uplifting. So obviously that's not what you would call a nightmare. So that's a message dream. It's something that your angels kind of embroider into your mind, so you're going to remember it when you wake up, and it is uplifting and it's helpful, so that's what I would call a message dream from your angels. Then there's something that's much more common, which is what I would call a body dream, which it could be just weird or it could be very unpleasant, and therefore you would call it a nightmare. And body dreams, they're not actual astral experiences. That's the third type, which is a real astral experience that you are remembering through astral recall. So like, I remember that I took this class about confidence with my angels last night, and maybe astral recall doesn't come to you right away. You have to kind of think about it, like, oh, did I take classes with my angels last night? Oh, what did we do? That's cool. That's interesting. Am I taking classes about working through this conflict with my friend? Oh, yes, I am taking a class on that. Okay. So you may have to like kind of tease it out of your memory and your intuition, that astral recall. But okay, so the body dreams are just your body, your physical body, while it's sleeping, right? It's trying to clear energy, right? You're off on the astral, taking classes with your angels, hanging out with your angels, hopefully. And but your body has its own energy system as well, its own chakras, its own aura and everything. So there are some energy blocks that maybe you didn't clear when you are awake and meditating and are in the way. And so some of those just naturally clear as your body sleeps, but some don't, and your brain turns them into elaborate little stories. And so especially a recurring nightmare, but even just a regular nightmare, there are energy blocks that created that. The energy blocks are kind of like the seeds of it, and your brain just turns it into a big story. So anytime you have a nightmare, you can wake up and just clear the energy blocks, any leftover energy blocks that didn't already clear. Any way that you want to clear energy blocks. We have so many ways, like blanket exercise. You could just make a big gold blanket, heap onto the blanket all the nightmare energy blocks, and melt them, blow them up, whatever. Maybe they're like, it's like one specific one in your first layer that's just not going away, so it's not going onto the blanket, so you just melt an extra melt cords from other people going into it, and then it dissolves finally. But that's the idea. Nightmares are created by energy blocks in your physical body's aura and chakras. And so you melt them to stop having the nightmares. And it may take a while to get them all, but that's the idea. So hopefully you should be able to see that your nightmares have less frequency, because you're doing more. It could be that when you're meditating though, you're like a little bit spacey. So maybe do a little stretching before you meditate, or maybe do that leg video that that could be nice. I talked about it in the end of the healing. If you search Janet Wright gold bottle brush legs, Janet Wright gold bottle brush legs, we'll probably bring it up, but first chakra and Kundalini chakra are also in the title. But that's nice because it just gets you in more. Because I think the thing is you would clear more out of your body's energy system just through your normal regular meditations that you're doing, except you're a little bit, when you get spacey and you're meditating, then you're only clearing your spirit. You're not your astral body aura, your astral body chakras. You're not clearing your physical body aura and chakras. So if you have recurring nightmares that haven't gone away and you are meditating regularly, then you, in this case, you're too tuned out when you're meditating. You're like, oh, I'm going to be peaceful, and you float out, and then you forget to clear some stuff in your physical chakras. So, try to work on, smack yourself a little. Just smack your legs, get in, maybe do that gold bottle brush legs one, do some stretching maybe before you meditate, just so that when you meditate, you're clearing both systems, your physical body energy blocks and your astral body energy blocks. And then, of course, you can overtly do like a blanket exercise to get rid of the nightmare energy blocks as well. Okay. So it says, hi, Janet. Thank you again for this Q&A session. I did the tears method. And I see career. Oh, okay. So she's referring to, we did this Q&A a month or two ago that was on self-assessment. So if you search Janet Wright Q&A self-assessment, you'll find it. And then in that, there was this tiers method, T-I-E-R, tier, like levels, where the angel suggested, because someone was like, well, I don't know what to focus on, this or this or this. And the angel said, well, okay, there's a top priority, level. And then there's sort of a supplemental level, which is still good to work on, but not top priority. And then there's sort of a time wasters, the issues that are really just distractions at this point, and so don't work on those. And then you just sort of sort out, you write out all your issues and figure out if it's top priority, supportive, second tier, still important, but not key. And then what are the time waster ones that you need to stop focusing on right now? So anyway, that's what she's talking about. Career is number one, but nothing else really. Friends are number two. Am I correct, or am I missing other priorities that are number one? Oh, it seems right. Yeah. So yeah, you can do some deep thought method, maybe, to just clear stuff out of your mind about careers and job changes. I think career, job changes, getting new jobs, all related, which okay, relocating is also number two. Yeah, okay, we're doing too much of your stuff now. Anyway, so you get the point. Okay, moving on. Hi, Janet. Is there anything that is bothering me but I don't notice? I'm a participant. Name is yada yada. Appreciate any advice. Okay, well, what I would say is, you've asked this before. I would say, do you have a meditative process where you ask yourself, what am I not noticing? Because that is something, you're pretty advanced. That's something you can push yourself to do all the time. Be like, okay, what am I not noticing? What have I never seen about the back of my first layer? What have I never seen about my sphenoid bone? That's like one of my favorite bones. The sphenoid bone is in the back of it's right behind the eyes there, and it goes to the temples. It's super cool. You could play with that for a while. Your angels are talking about bones too. You can just pick a bone a couple bones and work on those each day. Okay, what bones am I going to work on today? And just energy heal your bones. That's really fun. You Google bone diagram of shoulders, or bone diagram of rib cage, or bone diagram of the spine. There's so much you can look at, which vertebrae have energy blocks in them and work on clearing them, and it's fun. So yeah, I would say you're at that point where, give yourself new assignments, make things exciting for yourself. Okay, somebody says, hey Janet, my homework from last Inspire session, which is an individual session, was for me to clear top of aura, above, and my spiritual path. But lately, when I do this, I'm exhausted and it takes me longer than normal. What's up there? Yeah, so I'm wondering, again, you're advanced. So that's a question you ask yourself. You say, okay, well, when I'm doing this, all of a sudden I become exhausted, right? So you watch yourself, watch a movie of you doing it, right? Like, here I am trying to clear the clouds off of my spiritual path, that are above me on my path, and then all of a sudden I become exhausted. What happens? And see a mini you, in case it's some being over here that's going, or maybe it's just an energy block right here. But like, just look at yourself when something happens and see what is making you feel that way. Is your grounding blocked? Is a chakra blocked? Is it a being? Is it a bunch of energy blocks that get triggered? Is it a person who's, especially freaked out that you're doing something? I mean, there are a lot of, it's just a really valuable skill, to have, to be able to watch yourself, not only in the moment now as you're meditating, but hey, when I do this, I feel exhausted. Like, okay, like in the afternoon, I feel like I usually have less energy. Or, hey, sometimes I'm really focused and I get my work done, and other times I do everything but my work. What's wrong with me then? So you watch yourself when you're really focused, and what does your energy look like? And then you watch yourself when you're just on Twitter all day or something, and what happened to me? Why is it that way? Like, study yourself. Get the data. You are your own book. So I'm gonna put that back on you. That's something. What's up is that you're not investigating this, and you need to. You just keep brute forcing, trying to get it done, being like, gee, I'm so exhausted as I'm doing this. Look at why you're exhausted. What's happening to you? Okay, hope that helps. So it says, hey Janet, have you heard of reversed chakras or removing chakras? So much weird stuff on YouTube. Also, I feel better since the other day, but still worry. I'm glad you're feeling better. Maybe since you filled out your survey. I hope today's healing helped you too. I was hoping it would. So please fill out your survey. Reversed chakras, no, that sounds silly. Removing chakras, that again sounds really odd. Yeah, what I would say is there's all sorts of spiritual teachers out there, and just try to be a little bit, try to assess, just like if you were going to get someone to fix your porch, right? You would, or fix your kitchen sink, right? You would assess this person and see, like, okay, do I feel like this person is honest? Do I feel like this person is level-headed? Do I feel like they're going to follow through? Do I feel like they're going to give me a fair price? Like, you would really assess, your service provider, right? Of a sink fixer or porch fixer person, right? So I would say assess your spiritual information providers in the same manner, and look and be like, well, do I feel like that person's level-headed? Do I feel like that person is, joyful and content and safe in their life? Do I feel like, you see what I'm saying? Like, is this somebody that I admire, or is this somebody that I just feel like is saying sophisticated things, but they're kind of out there? It's up to you, but I would, it sounds like kind of out there stuff. That's not necessary to be aware of. I don't even know what the hell they're talking about with the reverse chakras or the, I mean, yeah. Yeah, I would just be a little choosier on where you get your information. More clearing and less surfing, probably. Get to work. Just work your grounding more. Okay, someone said, so help the helps. I don't mean to scold you or anything. Feeling, you still worry. Yeah, when you worry, your grounding is blocked. Period. So, like I said, get to work on your grounding. Someone says, hi, Janet. When I think to myself how to improve in a certain area, I usually get an intuitive response. Well, that's wonderful. And I want to point out how far you've come, and you didn't used to get that, but you've done a lot of good healing, and you're much more present now every day than you used to be. So congratulations. Can you give me an idea on how accurate my intuition is, because I still doubt it? Thank you. Well, just assess yourself at that time. You know, how present am I? If you're in all your chakras, your aura is pretty repaired. Your particularly your fifth chakra and your fifth chakra and your seventh chakra and your fifth layer and your seventh layer look nice, then it's probably accurate intuition. You know, get confirmation from your angels. Like angels, work on hearing your angels too, because then you have your intuition and then you confirm it with your angels. But if you're kind of, whacked and beat up and stuck, then, maybe the intuition isn't great and you just work on getting not beat up, whacked, and stuck, work on that first. But if you're flowing and present, you're in, most of your chakras, your fifth, your seventh layer are nice, fifth, seventh chakra are nice, then that's decent intuition. You can clear energy blocks that are creating unnecessary doubt. Like there could be energy blocks and baggage that you have that are causing you to doubt yourself. Like there's energy blocks and baggage that could mess with your accuracy of intuition. And then there's energy blocks that can just make you doubt intuition that's already good. So you could actually work both of those side by side because they can both be improved, So keep clearing baggage that's just messing with your confidence and self-acceptance and all that, and then clear baggage that's in the way of you having accurate and reliable intuition. That way you're covering your bases. Working all sides of it. I think you just, I'm late, often to things. So that was the case today. Sorry about that. If you see that the healing live stream is still happening, then that's why the Q&A isn't happening yet, because I'm only one person. But then I have a little break in between them too. Okay, someone says, can relationship attachment styles be healed with energy healing, like fear of closeness and abandonment? Yes. Pretty much every internal thing can be healed by energy healing. You just need the right techniques and stuff. And I don't know if you're talking about yourself. If you are, you still need to work on like aura repair. You have like it's not so bad, but you have like valleys in your aura that shouldn't be there in the back. It should be all healed up. So work on that aura repair. To heal that up, lots of gold light. You could just search Janet Wright Aura Repair and do one of those videos. But just get that healed, and then, because right now you're in 7 through 3, which is pretty decent, meaning you're in physical body chakra 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, which is pretty decent considering you have aura damage in the back. But once you fix that aura damage, then you might be in 7 through 2, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. But then you could work on getting in your legs more and your lower chakras more. Because the more present you get, the more you can work on your issues. If you just are leaking energy and you're not totally present, then it's like, whatever you do is not going to be that efficient. So I would say work on definitely aura repair first, and like a nice wide grounding. Your grounding is pretty narrow right now. It's just like as wide as your hips. So make it as wide as your whole aura, like this wide all the way around, red or orange or yellow, and wide grounding all the way down wide, unblock it. Just, you could do the start of any of my big group healings. We do aura repair and grounding right up front. Or we usually do. But anyway, yeah. Fear of closeness, fear of abandonment, all that stuff. A lot of that is heart chakra stuff. Fear is first chakra stuff. But I'm thinking you're there's fourth chakra baggage. But like I said, get the aura repair first, get the wide grounding first, because the aura repair will keep you from leaking, make you more safe energetically, so then you can just chill out and get to work. The wide grounding is going to help you release, because there's no point trying to clear stuff if it has nowhere to go, right? So you got to get a nice wide, effective drainage system, right, with your grounding. And then you can, maybe do some, maybe the easiest starting spot would be like if you search Janet Wright flower healing enthusiasm, because enthusiasm is a heart chakra, fourth chakra energy. And so it'll help all the fourth chakra stuff, including, feeling abandoned, feeling lonely, blah, blah, blah. So just, that's a nice, easy video. Once you get your grounding and your aura repair, you can start there. Janet Wright flower healing enthusiasm is what you would search to find it. So hope that helps. Oh, someone says, can I set my heart chakra and grounding pink? I know you say use the rainbow colors, but sometimes... have you asked your angels about that? Because I think I think your angels are all like pulling out their hair about that. I don't know. Pink is technically like red and white, so I don't know. Maybe they're bargaining you. How about like red with gold sparkles? They would prefer that you settle for red with gold sparkles. Heart chakra green is a nice color, just because it's like then the vibrationally, the point is to be more present. The more present you are, the better your heart chakra works, and then you actually feel, love and joy and fulfillment and motivation and all sorts of amazing things. So just because, the Hallmark cards have brainwashed us into associating pink with those things doesn't mean that pink as a vibration is going to pay off in your heart chakra. So it's up to you. But from what I can hear, your angels are like, no, girl, just actually get results. Don't like paint yourself like a Hallmark card, like get the results. If there's something that you feel bad about, there's some energy blocks, clear those. So whatever, do what you want, but they're saying red with gold sparkles if you need, to zhuzh it up in your grounding. And then green, some shade of green for your heart chakra. Someone says, Janet, you are hilarious today. Jane and I laughed often. Yeah, I have a very obnoxious sense of humor. So some people hate it and some people like it. Janet, can you please help me clear my indecision? I've had indecision all this life. Love, Zen Cat today was very fun with you. Yeah, she's fun until she's not fun. That's basically. See this black cat, Smokey, he doesn't, he's a good color. He doesn't scratch usually. The thing is, you have seventh chakra damage. Okay, seventh chakra. So repair all your chakras. Okay, there's a video. You didn't get the healing today, just for other people, for context. Otherwise, I wouldn't have. Then you would have gotten the Friday healing. You definitely would not have chakra damage. But anyway, Janet, if you search Janet Wright, chakra repair composite copy. Janet Wright, chakra repair composite copy. You'll find this video, and it walks you through repairing all your chakras. We also did it on Friday. If you could use the timestamp link from Friday, but that's a standalone video. Usually people like standalone videos. So Yeah, your seventh chakra is for confidence and focus and having a strong sense of your identity, um, feeling inspired, feeling like you're in charge of your life, and so you're just missing chunks of it. So that's the thing. Your aura's whole. Well, no, you do have aura damage in the back, like in the center back and top back. So yeah, aura repair. Your grounding is nice and wide though. But just yeah, finish up the aura repair stuff there. I think maybe I don't know, just scour it a little bit with gold light. You know, scrub it, gold scrubber. You know, and then do gold light because it didn't finish fully healing. And then do the chakra repair on all the major chakras with that video, and then that'll help your seventh. And you're kind of a floater, you know, you float, like you sit on your own shoulders, you know, as you're like, you know, how Zen was on my shoulders, you're on your own body's shoulders, you know, during the day, like going, oh, should I do this or should I do this? La, la, la. You know, so come on in, you know, your feet are your friends, you know, like imagine being in your feet. There's this video, you'll find it if you search Janet Wright, explaining earth energy up legs. Janet Wright explaining earth energy up legs. And that could be like your video for January. You know, in addition to finishing your or repair and repairing your chakras, just work on earth energy up legs, you know, live life from in your body, not on top of your shoulders. Okay? Don't be Zen. Well, don't be Zen to me. You know, just be come on in, you know, because if you're just kind of like floaty, then your mind is going to be floaty, and you're not going to be able to make decisions, and you're not going to be able to keep yourself as safe as you would otherwise be. So hope that makes sense. Be the tree. Don't be like a little leaf blowing off of the tree. Be the tree. All right, hope that helps. Somebody says, hi, Janet. I have had trouble sleeping lately. I fall asleep easily, but wake up after 3 or 4 hours. I unblock my grounding and lower 3 chakras or layers, but can't fall back asleep easily. Okay, so a couple things. I don't know if this relates to you, but many people, caffeine is an issue with that, and they think, oh, well, I don't have an issue with caffeine because I can get to sleep. I just can't go back to sleep later. But caffeine still relates to that stuff. Any kind of stimulants relate to that stuff. So if you're having a bunch of chocolate before bed or something, or any stimulants you're having. So maybe you don't have stimulants, but if you do, that would be the number one culprit. And don't just eliminate it for a day and then be like, oh, that wasn't it because I didn't have coffee for one day and I still had the problem. Because stimulants affect your body for a while, just so you know. But when you wake up, I think there's something weird about your room that you're sleeping in. Okay, so you have one of your parents in heaven, and she visits your bedroom lately when you're sleeping, not the whole night. Or I don't know why she does that. I guess she's trying to make you feel loved or something, but it's freaking your body the heck out, and you're waking up, and then you're like, I think you're just not conscious of like why the heck the room seems really off. It's off because it's, you know, your parent who's, oh, of course, wonderful and lovely. It's just that she's not usually like so in your bedroom, and now she is, and so you're like, what's so weird? Why is my Kundalini turned on now? I'm totally awake, you know? So it's just this parent of yours who crossed over, who is in heaven, trying to make you feel loved and protected. I think the whole pandemic is freaking her out, you know, a little. I mean, people in heaven don't really freak out, but, you know, I think she's just trying to make you feel safe and, you know, watch over your body and stuff. But you might have to have a talk with her. She's like, Mom, you're freaking me the heck out. Stop showing up when I'm asleep. That's not allowed anymore. The angels are protecting me. Send angels, but don't send yourself while I'm sleeping because it's freaking me the heck out. I think that's all it is. I mean, she shows up your body freaks out, you come back, your Kundalini turns on because you're freaked out, and then so it's sort of two problems. Your Kundalini's on, and then your mom's there, so you're like, wow, what's up? So just turn off your Kundalini chakra to get back to sleep. It's the one beneath your first chakra. Just, it spins to generate energy, so just stop it. Don't stop the other ones, but just the Kundalini chakra, just imagine like, okay, we're gonna stop this puppy, or just relax it enough so it comes to a stop. So, hope that makes sense. All right, enough of that. So, someone says, hi, Janet. So you advise my keeping strong boundaries, but often I just want to quit because I can't do it anymore. Can't I just find more fun and fulfilling line of work? Is this a cop-out? It's you, it's, okay, there are times in life where you realize, okay, I've made a mistake, right? And I'm doing the wrong thing. There are other times in life where you're doing the right thing, right meaning right for you, but you're being trampled and beat up, and therefore you feel like roadkill, and then you want to run away. Okay? So the idea is, are you being trampled? Are you, feeling like roadkill? Or is this, you're fine, your energy's flowing, you're fully present, and you're like, oh, this career is not for me. Which is it? Because if you're gonna, just let the world trample you, even if you're doing the right career, I mean, what's the point of that? You went through all the trouble of, making a mindful choice of a new career, and just because people are in your space, making your heart chakra go boo hoo, I'm tired, then now you're going to give up. I mean, you're just being beat up. Don't be a victim. Don't be a victim. That's another thing a lot of people hate me for, is I say stuff like that. But it's true. So search Janet Wright, victim martyr. Janet Wright, clear victim martyr. And then go ahead and half listen to that as you're, avoiding work or something. It's hard, Chakra. You're just getting stomped on a little too much. I mean, there are people in your life that might feel a little triggered if you had a kick-ass career in the second half of your life. That would trigger some people. So I think you're just getting screwed with. Long story short. There's no fun and fulfilling line of work that is truly fulfilling for you that doesn't have inner challenges. I mean, the whole point of doing what you're meant to do, it really triggers a lot of oppression energy. It triggers people around you. So it's not just going to be gifted to you and be easy and fun every day. It's like there will be challenges, and you clear them, and then now you're like, oh my God, I love my career. So it's just, you're not getting to that point where you clear it and you're like, oh, I get it. I get the meaning. I get the purpose. I get why I'm doing this. You're not getting to that. You're always like, oh, I'm ashamed. I'm a dork. I'm a loser. You're not just looking at, how am I being smushed here, and unsmush, and then kind of get that heart feeling. So yeah, I don't think there's a career where it's just like, it's totally what you're meant to do, but yet there's no challenge associated with it. I mean, some people have a rest life. Like, you can have a rest life if your previous life was so horrific, then the angels might give you a rest life where there's no challenges at all, and you're just like, everything's fine, and those lives exist, but usually it would be like you were some kind of a, you were tortured for like 20 years of your life, like literally, and then the next life is a rest life. Where just everything is just handed to you, But, yeah. So hope that makes sense. So yeah, it is a cop out. Your heart chakra is just feeling poopy, and so your job is to open up your heart chakra and not poop all over your career. Hope that makes sense. Stop pooping on your career. Someone says, hello, I'm seeing a guy and we've been getting more intimate. I noticed that he has a ton of stagnant energy baggage, and when we mess around, all his heavy energy blocks me from enjoying myself. Any advice? Sure. Yeah. Um, on a spirit level, you have a lot of leverage. Technically, I mean, if somebody likes you, they respect you, then on a spirit level, you can say, just meditate first, when you're by yourself, meditate and say, angels, help me to do this properly and safely and respectfully, and then just imagine having a conversation with this person, stay fully present so you're not brainwashing anybody, and just be like, look, say his name is Doug. Just be like, look, Doug, you have angels. It would be a lot more fun for me, and therefore indirectly fun for you, if you could have your angels just give you cleanouts in your sleep, and take some classes in your sleep with your angels so that you can get your energy a lot better. And we'll both find that much more satisfying on many, many levels. Wink, wink. And then he'll be like, done, and then you just double check that his angels are like, thank you. And then he'll be taking getting energy cleanouts and taking energy classes every night in his sleep. Because usually people that are, their energy is okay, and they like you, and they're, somewhat old soulish kind of, they want to take energy classes with their angels. They want to get cleanouts from their angels. They just forgot that that's an option. So you just kind of, help that person to start that going. And then that way, they're getting more and more and more evolved, and you don't have to be their teacher or their mentor. They're working in their sleep, and that can really create a lot of change. Okay, someone says, thank you, Janet, that was so helpful. I appreciate your help enormously. You're welcome. Someone says, LOL, makes total sense. Thanks, Janet. You're welcome. Someone says, hey, Janet, any feedback, insight on what I should work on next from you, angels, other than daily maintenance? Well, your angels say you're bored, so don't be bored. So sometimes people are bored because they're avoiding some issue that they're not working on. So I think that could be part of it. What is like always beneath the surface that you never make time for, that you're like, what's missing in your life? What is there something that you've always wanted to heal, or you've always wanted to read, or you always wanted to stop doing, try to look under the surface. Because boredom is usually just what you consciously feel when you're avoiding stuff. Like, I have nothing to do. Oh my goodness. So what are you avoiding? What are you not giving yourself time for? There's something that you're missing or not doing or not addressing. So start to hunt for that. That's what I would say. And when you say other than daily maintenance, I mean, there should always be more other than daily maintenance, otherwise it just gets boring, So like one person, her angel suggested that she work on some different bones each day, like the sphenoid bone. You can geek out and heal that because that feels like really cool. Because it's in your brain. Well, it's in front of your brain. You could heal your brain even. That's very cool. But anyway, always try to change it up. Don't just do daily maintenance. I mean, unless you're somebody that only does 10 minutes a day, and then in which case, yes, do daily maintenance. But you're not like that. You're much more advanced. So please reinvent things all the time. Do new stuff. Your manifestation wings too could use a revamping too. They're on a snooze. So you can have fun with your manifestation wings also. For anyone else that wants to know what manifestation wings are, you can just search YouTube, Janet Wright Manifestation Wings. Janet Wright Manifestation Wings. Smokey's right here, that's why I can't type properly. Okay, hope that helps. Somebody says, I've finally had alone time to do some focused meditation and it feels great, but often daily life in a small apartment with husband and 2 small children pops me right back out. Advice for making daily family time run more smoothly. Well, I mean, I think part of it is you have to kind of let your freak flag fly and be like, you know, kids, you know, husband, I meditate. I'm not going to force you to meditate, but that's what I do. So I'm going to listen to this recording for 10 minutes with headphones as I do the dishes, or I'm going to listen to it in the background. You know, just like they need to watch their sports or something, you need to watch your chakra stuff. You know, so you either use headphones or you don't, but it looks like you're trying to hide your spirituality because you don't feel like it fits with the family dynamic and you're so busy being the glue of the family that, you know, blah, 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 you know, but, you know, whatever, you know, be a little weird. Besides, I mean, ideally, you're modeling, you know, this energy clearing behavior and it's a life skill that your kids therefore could eventually adopt, you know, because they could be like, wow, mom was a total pain in the butt and then she did that chakra thing and now she's kind of cool, you know. So, you know, let them see your before and after. Don't hide it so much, you know. I think you kind of accepted that, you know, like for example, sports and other things, you know, your kids' activities, that's a part of the family, you know, but your energy stuff is not a part of the family, you know, so you like won't play it when you're around them, but you're always around them. So how's that going to work? You know? I mean, kids usually, you know, they're like, tell them, oh, she has 4.5 thousand YouTube viewers, you know, that they'll like that. I mean, it doesn't mean they're going to watch my videos, but at least they'll be like, oh, there's some YouTube lady that, you know, that mom watches, you know. Yeah, just stop hiding it. I don't care how small your apartment is. You know, if there's room for you and a phone, then you can listen, you know, either on headphones or not, but yeah, I think it's more you're being, it's like your needs aren't as important to you as your kids' needs and your husband's needs, you know, and their possible slight discomfort at you listening to a chakra thing instead of, you know, every minute of every day listening to every word that they have to say is, you know, overriding your need to, you know, get your head on straight. So yeah, I think maybe just a little bit of heart chakra work so that you can remind yourself, hey, my needs count, my needs matter, you know. Because, you know, being a parent is so much giving that it can really imbalance the heart chakra. So then you start like kind of imploding and just being the wallpaper on the wall, you know, like you're just assisting the family all the time. You know? So I hope that helps. Maybe the flower healing enthusiasm video would be nice because that helps the heart chakra, so that could help self-acceptance enough so that you can start being a freak and listening to Janet videos in front of your kids. Making daily family life run more smoothly. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Mommy just needs to ground. You can have the angels clean out your house too. Say, angels, can you please clean out my house? All right, cool. Someone says, yes, me. I think you're replying to something else, so okay. Someone says, hi, Janet. How am I doing with aura? I see what you were saying. Okay. Someone says, "Hi Janet, how am I doing with aura buffer, aura chakra, and grounding? Please check. At times I find myself angry and don't know what it is or how to heal it. Please help. Thanks." Well, lately, when you find yourself angry, someone is whacking the crap out of the back of your aura. So you are angry because you can feel it going through your gold buffer, and then you feel it going through down. It's like when they've whacked through your buffer, then you just feel stressed. When they whack through your 7th layer, your 6th layer, you feel distracted. When they whack through your 5th and your 4th layer, then now you're starting to feel pissed. So by the time you consciously feel pissed, that's a fairly deep whack. It's a fairly decent amount of aura damage. So I mean, aura buffers don't last forever. People still throw energy and they get damaged. So it's not that your buffer was bad. It's just somebody's pretty determined and whacking the heck out of you. Just to help that person to chill out. Like if I say hi to them, maybe they'll give you a day of peace. Hey. So yes, I know you're very angry, but here are your angels right over here. See them? Yeah, and they can help you fix your problems. They can help you heal and feel a lot better. Yeah. So the person said, "Oh, tell her I'm sorry." And they went off. So that's the idea. It's just that kind of a conversation that you have with whoever it is. You don't have to know who it is. I mean, like I didn't really get into who it was. I just said hi to the person and we talked. So that's the idea. Just get the person to go away. I mean, not by forcing, but by talking to them about their angels, so then they realize, oh, that's the solution that they need to feel better, and then they'll go away, and then you can just fix the damage. So hope that helps. Someone says, so yeah, I don't think there's much wrong with your grounding or your aura in general. It's just, if you get a lot of aura damage, it's irritating. Someone says, when working on lower chakras, can you accidentally turn on Kundalini? I love this fear-based stuff about Kundalini. Yes. Okay, Kundalini is a natural body energy. It's not anything to be afraid of. It's just if it blasts, then you can't go to sleep, but like, okay, I'll run mine very low right now. I'll turn it off. Okay, this is me with no Kundalini running whatsoever. So it's just more of a flat kind of a vibe. Here's me with moderate Kundalini. So it's just a little more like punchy, a little more pizzazzy. Here's me with blasting Kundalini, and I can be present with that. Most people can't be present when their Kundalini is blasting. But it's more of a sexual energy. It's just a very like, you want to jump up and down in a club and start dancing to, club music or something. It's like, rah, rah, rah. But, I didn't implode. I'm not dead. Nothing bad happened to me. I don't know what you've heard about Kundalini, but yeah, maybe you heard some bad info that was making you freaked out. So yeah. You can get Kundalini turned on just by listening to somebody who has Kundalini turned on. I mean, it's just like an enthusiasm. It's like a peppy energy, So if you have Kundalini turned off your whole life, it's very dry. Like a lot of moms, okay, who they're not thinking about Kundalini. They're just being a mom, and being a mom is stressful and whatever. And so like, 10 years into being a mom, they're like, holy moly, my life is as flat can be. It's just that their Kundalini turned off years ago and they didn't really notice and they didn't know what it was. And so then if they, get centered more and fix their aura and their grounding, and then they turn on their Kundalini a little bit, they realize like, oh yeah, that's what I was missing. A little pizzazz, a little, a little charisma, a little bit of oomph, that's Kundalini. So yeah. Yeah, I think you just got some odd, inaccurate information about, because it's like you're thinking Kundalini is some scary thing. So feel free to, post under any of the Kundalini videos if you want, if you have more questions that are not answered by those Kundalini videos. But yeah, I have a Kundalini playlist. At this point, it's actually pretty easy to find. If you go to my YouTube channel and then the playlist tab, it's probably like the third or fourth playlist that you'll see, just because I made that playlist somewhat recently of just my favorite Kundalini videos that I had. But I also link it under all the group healings, that Kundalini playlist these days. And if you accidentally turn on your Kundalini and you don't want it on, just turn it back off. It's just a chakra. You just relax it and it stops spinning. Your Kundalini chakra. It's beneath your first chakra. So, yeah, it's not like you turned on a bomb and now you're going to explode or something. Someone says, so hope that helps. But yeah, watch my Kundalini videos. I think maybe that'll help you to just not be so afraid. So it says, I feel like my lower chakras are infected, so to speak. Past traumas have been haunting me these last few days. How can I heal my aura and chakras to help depression, anxiety, nightmares? Okay, so you're not infected. Chakras can't be infected. I wish I knew your last name, because boy, do I have like 5,000 Sarah clients. But if I look at you specific, Sarah, I think you're just not present in your lower chakras. I think you're present in like 7, 6, 5, 4 sometimes, but you just have a lot of aura damage in the back. So it's really, if your aura is ripped up in the back, then it's hard to be in. But I don't know if, because like I said, I have a ton of Sarah clients. So there's that. If you want, you can post a question under any video, or, because it would be good to know which Sarah you are. But it looks like, if I'm seeing you, you have a lot of aura damage. And so that's the main problem. So just fix your aura damage and then get your grounding wide and get in your legs. Past traumas haunting you, those are energy blocks that you haven't cleared from the past trauma. Energy blocks are like little movie reels of something that happened, So you can get energy blocks from an argument. You can get energy blocks from a lot of traumatic experiences, but you can clear them. It's like they're little hard pieces of energy. So you could do my blanket exercise video. That's nice and comforting and easy. So it's like 11 minutes long. So you search Janet Wright blanket exercise. That's nice. And you could just make a big gold blanket, put all the trauma energy blocks that are triggering for you on the blanket, and then have your angels help you to melt the blocks with gold light. The idea is you want to clear the energy blocks. They're still there. They just got repressed. And then the problem with repressing things is then they get triggered at the most inconvenient times. And then you have flashbacks and it really sucks. So you don't want that. You want to clear the energy blocks so then they're gone for good. If you have like traumatic time period, there are a lot of energy blocks to clear, and then you have past life energy blocks. So don't think it's not working if you still get triggered. The idea is you should be getting triggered less and less intensely each time if you keep clearing your energy blocks. So hope that helps. But aura repair would be also top priority to do. So maybe if you've never done aura repair before, then search Janet Wright Gold Energy Aura Buffer Zones. Janet Wright, Gold Energy Aura Buffer Zones. It's an 18-minute video. I'm outside. And that will teach you aura repair and gold buffers. So that'll get you to stop leaking so much energy. So that'll help you be more present. Because you can't really clear stuff effectively if you're like leaking a bunch, because it's a big stress on a spirit level. So I hope that makes sense. Aura repair, and then blanket exercise. For starters, there's a lot more we could do, but that's the starter thing. You can, and I have another Q&A on Sunday, January 17th. I have Q&As after all the Sunday healings. So if you look on my website and the payment sessions menu, pay here, it'll list all the healings for the rest of the year. And until I change my mind, and I change it, right now there's a Q&A after all the Sunday healings, separate Q&A. Hi, Janet. How can we know we are present in all of our chakras? You intuitively read it. I mean, you're not. When you type that, and right now, because you just got a healing, I think you just got a healing. You're in 7 through 2 right now. So you're in physical body chakras 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. You just get it, just intuitively read it, like however you want. Like people's brain works differently, but you can imagine like if I look at one person, then oh, thanks. Someone put their last name. So if I look at that person, they're in 7-6 only because they have a lot of aura damage. So you just like 7th chakra, check mark or no check mark. Are they in the 7th chakra? Nope. So you check, have 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then just, am I there? Check mark or no. If you're in your 7th, then you might be in your 6th too. If you're in your 7th and 6th, you might be in your 5th. So check for that. If you're in 7, 6, 5, you might be in your 4th. Check for that. But one day, say you get really upset, maybe you're not in 3, 2, or 1. Because you come in from the top down. So it's not like you're going to be in 7 and 1 and not in between. It doesn't work that way. So just, make a little number system, write it down, get practice with intuition. Your intuition gets stronger by using it, by doing it. It's not just going to hit you one day like, oh my God, I have perfect intuition. So I hope that makes sense. Someone says, LOL, okay, I will look for unusual issues and suspects pooping on my parade and will do clear victim murder work. Yeah. You've worked too hard for too long to get pooped on and give up. Wake up, girl. You're being shit on. All right. Someone says, wow, that was powerful. I felt that so helpful. Thank you for speaking to them. I'll remember to do the same. Oh, the person that was whacking you. Yeah. Thank you. Yep, sure. The other person says, thank you. Awesome, thanks. You're totally welcome. You're very welcome. Okay, LOL. Yeah, you said your last name, Johnson. Thank you so much. Because, oh my God, Sarah's. Whew. Karens, I have a lot of Karens. Sarah's, I have an epic amount of Sarah's. Like every group healing I do, whew, there's probably at least 5% of the people I'm healing are Sarah. Sarah something. Sarah from all sorts of different countries. I mean, you name it. I don't know what it is with that name. No. Actually, your last name is unique among my clients. Actually, that's funny. But yeah, please don't directly address other people in the live stream. Someone says that helps. Thank you. Okay, good. All right, great. Well, maybe we should end soon. Maybe everybody answered had their questions answered. So anything I want to announce? No, just, you can go to my website to see all the upcoming healings. If you're not on my news email list, I did email lots of juicy news in the last week. So if you missed it, you can just get on my news email list and ask me to send you the latest news that I just sent out. My email is janet@janetwritereadings.com. Just introduce yourself, but I don't need to know your whole life story, but whatever you want to say about yourself, don't just be like, put me on my news email list, without saying any greeting. That's no fun. Someone says, hi, Janet. I am full of conflict about my weight. I never think I'm thin enough, and my mother makes it worse by constantly whacking me about being too fat. Any advice? So you have a judgy mom. See, the thing is with moms, sometimes they get very confused and they take it personally. And they think that, okay, your life choices are their life choices. They think that you have to be perfect, otherwise it reflects badly on them. So they get very weirdly judgy and moochy, and it's none of their business. It's none of her business whether you weigh 80 pounds or 280 pounds. She's confused about that, but that's the case. So just like earlier in the Q&A, I said that somebody could, center themselves, meditate, and then ask angels for help with boundaries so it's clean, but then have a spirit level conversation with that person that they're dating. You can do the same. Meditate, get your space, ask your angels for help so it's clean and healthy, but then, have a spirit level conversation with your mom and be like, Mom, you're still in the lifetime, right? Wouldn't it be nice if our relationship even got better? So one thing that would help with that is if you ask your angels for help so that you can judge my weight less and get out of my space about my body issues. And if you do that, it will help you in future lifetimes. It's really good karma. It will help our relationship. So totally optional, but just saying. Right? And then, wait for the sign from her angels that like, oh, she's going to take the classes. Yay. Because she probably just got really viciously punished in past lives of her own about weight and body issues. And so she's just spewing it out on you, what was done to her in other lifetimes. So it will really help her future lives if she can get over herself now. You see what I'm saying? So there's that. So yeah, you're not really, I mean, if she's not in your space, do you have any conflict about your weight? I think you're just kind of, I think it's a lot about your mom. I think you're kind of sad at why she would be that way. But I mean, you could go ahead and read, what are her 3 biggest past lives that give her this baggage about her weight, about your weight, I mean, I'll read one of them just for fun. I mean, she had a past life where, she had a past life where her parent, oh, yeah. She was raised by an anorexic woman who was very, like, phobic about weight and weight gain and controlled portions of her kids' food, like, obsessively, and was extremely phobic about it. And so she spent a whole lifetime being raised by this anorexic mother who was, freaking out on her constantly. And so that gave her a tremendous amount of baggage. And that's just like about 5 lives ago. So that's all very recent. So she's just pretty much spewing out whatever junk is in her mind and her spirit from that lifetime. So that might help you to clear your sadness about it, because it's about her. It's not about you at all. It has nothing to do with you that she keeps going on and on about this. But anyway, you could help her to get the classes she needs from her angels. And then you could just treat it like any other project you have. Like, oh, I need to clean out my closet. Oh, I need to, start addressing my weight issue, and just start working on it. Like, use blanket exercise maybe for starters. Like, just clear any baggage that's preventing you from taking initiative and having clarity about your weight. Stuff like that. But obviously it's something over time to work on, because you probably have past life stuff too around it. So just, past life baggage, do blanket exercise every day about it. But don't expect to like hop into action, day one. Just clear baggage for a while. So you get your mom off your back by talking to her so she can talk to her angels. And then, then you just start doing blanket exercise every day about it. And that's that. Eventually you'll start feeling a little more motivated to do some stretching, to just, feel better, bit by bit. It's incremental. Someone says, thank you. That helps. You're amazing. You're welcome. Someone says, hi, Janet. I'm full of conflict about my weight. Oh, that's the same one. Thank you for your advice. Okay, good. So let's end on this note. We don't want me to implode and turn into a fern from overwork. Alrighty, so you guys are amazing. Thank you so much. You're wonderful for caring about your energy and your own self-healing. And I'll be doing another big group healing on Tuesday, which is in 2 days from now. And then there's another big healing on January 17th and January 19th. And the themes and all the dates for the whole year are on my website. And but like I said, there's a lot of news. So if you're not on my news email list, you could ask to get on it if you want. So because there's good stuff. All right. Take care. Bye.